basically, what I want to do moving forward is have more conversational videos like this, but also have talking points so that you know exactly what you're signing up for when you're watching my videos. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about my journey in YouTube, what my future of YouTube will look like, and then hopefully you sticking around. What I want to talk about is actually my YouTube journey since I've started. Now, some of you may know I actually have a full-time job while doing this. It might not be obvious, but YouTube has been really great for the past, I think, 12 years that I've been doing it. And I mean great by one, I can have a creative outlet, but two, also have side income to be able to do fun things and have pocket change. The Veloster N that I purchased was mainly funded by my YouTube money, and I'm not trying to say, oh look at this YouTuber trying to buy a new car, he thinks he's so successful. No, I just think that it's if you want to pursue YouTube and you want to know that you can be able to have good side income, do so, because I've done it and I'm living proof of it. And but mainly this video is talking about my methodology in towards making videos moving forward. First off, I always thought I would be a video essay kind of guy, do a lot of research, talk a lot of points, and be very structured in the way I talk. Rarely do I do this casual conversation type videos, and I'm trying to push myself to do this more because one, when I did YouTube, I did it for fun, thinking that I can, build confidence. But what I did was actually I shot myself down. I started being more insecure about who I am, and I always try to overcorrect myself when I'm shooting videos. And then it ends up being that no matter how hard I push myself, I end up just being very insecure about the way I talk, the way I deliver presentations, because in my head, I had an imagination that I would be a video essay kind of guy, like just very structured, almost like a documentary, have a script or whatnot. But it's cool. I think that it's definitely works for a lot of creators, but for me, I realized that's so much pressure that I end up actually not doing a great video or even just pushing any content out because I'm too scared of the content that I push out is not perfect. So this is me throwing my I guess projecting my insecurities towards my audience, but I want to basically show you why I haven't really been posting much the past couple of years in terms of long form. And I've been trying to see if there's a format that works for me, but formats makes me feel like I have something to be stuck on, and anyways, there's just a lot of factors, but I'm trying to push more towards this type of casual conversation in my video making. My journey with YouTube, as I mentioned before, just the past 12, 13 years of doing YouTube has been pretty great. I was focused on fashion mainly, like just sneakers and travel. And I grew out of the sneaker phase. One is just too financially burdening. I'm pretty sure when I was, well, the thing is I had a lot more disposable income when I lived with my parents. And when you grow up, you start adulting, you have bills to pay, and you realize, you know what, it's cool to have sneakers, but if you find the sneaker that you like, then you stick with it. And then you don't need to buy more sneakers. I have sneakers that I purchased like for 7 years, like 7 years ago, and they still work great. So if you find a shoe that you like and you find it comfortable, stick with it. You don't necessarily need to buy more. I mean, I used to ride the hype all the time, and I still have a big sneaker collection, definitely more than needed, but I only have 2 feet. I don't necessarily need to buy so much. But anyways, that's my sneaker journey. And the other thing is I always loved traveling, and that did not die. With me, I like to still be able to provide information about traveling and my journey in traveling and my experiences. So if you're still cool with that and you want me to talk about my journey and stuff like that and you're interested in that, stay tuned with me and I'll be talking a lot more about that. But then I also shift my interest. Originally I was talking a lot about sneakers in this channel, but I always loved automotive stuff a bit more. And As you may know, I've posted some videos about my Hyundai Veloster N, and I actually am a community leader of one of the N clubs, Hyundai N clubs, called N Shifters, and I help out with that community, and I talk about the Veloster N, and I talk about the Elantra N and all the other Ns in the Hyundai N brand, and it's been great. I've been able to create a lot of great relationships, and also be able to share my passion about the brand itself and how it's just so innovative, and so awesome to see a big brand like Hyundai be able to push such amazing products at such great prices for what you get. And so anyways, that's just me rambling about how much I love the Hyundai N brand and why I am such a huge fan of them. And this doesn't necessarily just lie under the N brand itself. Hyundai in general do some crazy things, and I really like them. In any case, what I'm trying to say is that my YouTube has been shifting, but by transitioning my focus, I not only get to enjoy making content more, but also by changing the format, I feel like I have way less pressure on myself on needing to actually not produce content, because a lot of times when I do this type of casual conversation content, just straight talking head content, I end up realizing I don't like it and I don't publish it. So I hope that this casual format is still enticing to you, still interesting to you, and I'm just glad that I get to be able to share my experiences, my life experiences, and also be able to enjoy making videos for y'all again, because the last thing I want to do is make myself so perfect with such incredible B-roll and amazing content that I don't actually publish anything at all. So this is for you, my audience, and I really appreciate you all joining me, and I hope you stick around for more amazing travel and also car content and also life experience content, because I still love making videos, and I love sharing my experiences with y'all. And the other thing is, the last thing I wanted to mention is that even if you don't publish videos for your travel experiences, at the end of the day, if you learn how to edit videos and also be able to edit journal your life, I think it's worth looking into learning that skill, because one thing for sure is that when I look back at my old travel vlogs, is that some videos don't get that many views. That's not the point. The point is that I get to relive my experiences through that video, and it feels so cool to be like, whoa, I'm so glad I documented it, because now I get to relive it in actuality, not just through images moving, but also the storytelling and how I felt in that moment, etc. So I think that if you are interested in doing that, you should totally do it. Anyways, this has been Billy Visual. Y'all just got visualized, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.